Someone chose money over love, okay? And now they know that they chose wrong. Whoever you were dealing with at one point, whether this is a brand new connection or someone you dated long term, they had some type of choice to make between you and a contract, money, or something to do with basically betraying you, forgetting about you, dropping your connection. And they regret their decision now to walk away, but they know that for some of you guys, y'all ain't gonna take them back. This could be why this person's been debating for so long whether or not to reach out, to reconnect. It's almost as if it replays in their head over and over the decision they made, because for some of you, the reason why they chose this success was because they didn't think you were ever going to amount to anything, and there you go, succeeding without them. If anything, God put you up on a pedestal to display qualities in you that this person failed to see before. So will you forgive me for choosing wrong is here. This person could have chose another individual over you, someone who is more successful. And for others of you, they chose themselves, but in something to do with earning more or more abundance in order to let you go or betray you. So this could come in many different ways. Since this is a collective reading, please remember to only take what resonates and leave the rest. And I'm going to hop right in. If you're new, I'm Earth Angel 111. Thank you for stopping by. So love call is here. Expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you and informing you. Your person wants to inform you that they know that the decision they made in the past was wrong. It's like they could have dated another person or dated multiple options since you, and they've come to realize the more success they obtain, the more the love is fake. It's not real. Sometimes you got to worry more about that, who's after you for the wrong reasons when you come into so much success. And this person realizes you had passion for them for who they are, not for what they could provide. So insane chemistry, sparks, having fun, equal interest, burning desire. They know at one point you two shared a lot of the same mutual passion towards each other. So they're wondering if this is something that can ever be recovered, or is it time for them to let go? But throughout this whole situation of them losing you in order to gain some type of success in their life, they realize that they want to apologize and make things right, because no one could ever love you or them the way that you did. So you showed this person a lot of unconditional love, and it never had to do with the success they had or who they were to others, like their character. It's like who they were on the inside is what mattered most. So wow, sword and a rose. Truth is here, revelations, honor and protection, determination. So your person at this moment in time is determined to have some type of conversation with you. They don't know where it's going to lead to, but they'd at least like you to know where they're coming from, that they acknowledge the fact that they could have chose wrong. And it's kind of funny too, right? Because God sees everything we do, right? So God could have gave this person a decision. Are you going to choose material financial gain, or are you going to choose the love of your life? And they chose material financial gain. And for some of you, it even had in the form of betraying you, because they see you right now in detoxing, ridding negativity and purification. You're someone who's really gone through this inner healing and let go of anyone or anything that no longer serves you or your purpose. And this person feels as though now they're surrounded by that type of negative energy because they chose monetary gain. And this is the thing about life. Success comes to those who are truly living in their truth and moving in a sense of love. And it took your person to realize that the hard way. They could have got the success, they could have got the accolades right away, but in the end, they lost someone who was extremely important to them and extremely loving to them. And like I said, it wasn't because of who they were or how much success they had. They know now, it's been solidified in them like a sword and a rose, that you loved them for the way that the two of you bonded, for the intense chemistry. Now, you could be someone as well who is very spiritual, and this person could have, wow, look at that, split the deck, spiritually woke. So your person's starting to realize through self-awareness that you are someone who has an ability to detach from ego, and you were meant to teach this person that, because in the past, this person purely moved with an egoic sense of self. They were more concerned about what other people thought about them than they truly were moving with a pure heart. And this led this person to making some decisions that now they full of regrets. So if you found this reading today, know that it's your confirmation that, yeah, your person did wake up spiritually to the fact they chose wrong. And they're now watching you flourish in front of them. You could have experienced some type of glow up in your life, your career, your overall way of being, okay? For example, if your person chose success over you based on thinking that you was never going to be super successful in your career, you could have, since y'all's breakup, gotten a promotion, started a new business, started a new career path altogether. And there's some way that they know that they chose wrong. So they could be watching you prosper in your life right now. So skirt, but it's in reverse. Okay, so in the past, this person was running away from the idea of choosing you and they were running towards monetary success. Now within that as well, this could have been temporary. They could have had temporary monetary gain, and then all of a sudden they started to lose things. They started to lose friendships, or they started to lose love in other areas of their life because they chose wrong. And lust is here. So wow, for a lot of you, look at that. So lust and penny pinching. For a lot of you, this person chose some type of lustful partner over your connection because this person could have had more than them. They, in their minds, could have looked better, had more going on. But just like that, like things can change. And that's where a lot of people fail to realize in life. If you look back, you know, in the 50s, right, in the 80s even, all those relationships seem to last substantially longer than they do now in 2025 because people were choosing people based on love. They weren't choosing them based on social media popularity or following or money in the bank, okay? They were choosing them based on who they were as a person and knowing that with the right partner, you can build any type of success. So yeah, this person now is watching you come into the energy of walking away from them. I feel as though this whole situation was meant to teach you to move in self-love and to realize as well how absolutely beautiful you were, because you were someone who was pouring into maybe not just this relationship, but other relationships, friendships throughout your life and not getting that same reciprocal energy back. You were being met with less than you deserved. So penny pinching, in the past, you could have been someone who was just barely getting by, and this could have affected this person's decision to want to stay away from you. But now they're realizing that everyone goes through struggles in life, okay? So they could be experiencing that, or if not, it's just that they've watched you come out of that, out of having to budget, out of having to constantly save up and go through financial struggles. And it's because God blessed you because he knew that you loved this person for who they were, not for what they could provide. So now this person is really much so trying to numb the pain of the feeling of losing you. Whether you realize this or not, I feel as though for a lot of you, this person could be someone who is extremely social, but now they've kind of pulled back their energy as they are more focused on figuring out how it is that this connection went so wrong between you. So coming in with the love offers here. So for a lot of you, this is exactly what they want to do. They want to apologize. They want to be able to make your connection right. But this person's coming to realize that you may reject them now after all that they did to reject you in the past. Confirmation. It says, I can't accept the fact that you don't want me anymore. So your person is extremely mind boggled, if anything, because you could have been that person who was there for them, like no matter what. Like they could pick up the phone at any point and call you, come over, go to your house, spend time with you, and then you started saying no. For some of you, you could have even ended up blocking this person or truly just like cutting off communication, going through that no contact stage. And your person was extremely shocked to find out that you weren't going to continue to stand by as they chose other people other than you. So not even just when it comes to monetary gain, abundance, your person could have been choosing friendships, prioritizing other connections, meeting new people over you. Like you could know this person kind of pulled back from dating you and was starting to date other people, but wanting to keep you on the side. So they feel as though you deserve a romantic getaway. That's what they would like to be able to do with you to see if this connection is salvageable. But I feel as though for a lot of you, they've come to realize that you've learned to have a sense of self, whereas before you could have been really lost in this connection with them. So absolutely breathtaking is here. Your person finds you to be absolutely gorgeous, handsome. They are shocked, okay? You have had some type of extreme makeover or glow up in your physical appearance since knowing them, and they know that that was all part of them choosing wrong. So pretends not to care, deeply emotional. Your person pretended not to care about you for so long, and maybe even still is, because they know at this point they've done something to really interfere with your connection. Now, whether you truly realize this or not, your person feels as though you've taught them a lot, not only about love, but about themselves. This is someone who always puts their family first, and they're realizing that you were someone who was meant to be a part of their family, a part of their life, and they didn't put you first. And they regret that, but This is something where you live and you learn, and you were a spiritual teacher to your person. You awoken them to the fact that they should have chose love instead of success, because success always comes with love. So there is a letter of separation here. So this will apply for those of you who resonate with this message. It says, there have been many nights since we parted ways that I contemplate reaching out to you to make some type of amends. What stops me is I don't want to feel that pain again if things don't work out between us. It completely shattered my world walking away from you. I only want what's best for both of us, even if that means being apart. I hope you can truly understand that I'll always love you. So this is where your person's currently feeling is in the middle between. They're torn between wanting to reach out, wanting to make things right, but also knowing that this was part of life. This was part of a lesson they had to learn, that they could have lost the best connection they've ever experienced, real, unconditional, true love, chasing after monetary success. So it says, I'm going through a lot you don't know about. What your person misses most and regrets is that they know you were someone who would always listen with an open mind. For example, if your person is someone who is a very successful business person, say they had like a business opportunity go wrong, or they lost a job, or they lost something, or they experienced health issues or anything in their life, right? Your person knows that you were the first person they could call up, and you would always offer very, very good advice, very sound advice, very realistic advice, and most importantly, you would listen without judgment. And now your person knows that they can't just pick up the phone and call you. They can't open up to you about those types of situations, and they regret that. And they want you to know that through losing you for a career opportunity, they realize just how much they truly love you. So I feel as though y'all are dealing with someone who could have betrayed you for money, okay? Or could have betrayed you for them to reach some type of ladder and success. And they're realizing, collective, they lost the best damn thing they ever had. And that's you. So you could definitely be dealing with a twin flame or a soulmate in this situation. This could have even been someone you were married to and separated away from. So in the past, they chose someone who was lust, temptation to them over love. Obsession, attraction, and sex appeal. They chose someone who literally had some type of lust for them. So for some of you, this person could have been persuaded away from you for a monetary gain with someone else. For example, a contract, career position with someone else. Or this could have been someone that they worked with, right? Sometimes you could meet someone at work and you could be in a full-blown relationship, and then all of a sudden, boom, workplace affair. For some of you, that's exactly what this person did. They chose money or a workplace romance over you. And if that's the case, this person's come to realize that whoever they chose over you was just a karmic lesson for them to learn. That person was only there because they knew how successful they were, or they wanted to stir up drama in the middle of your relationship, especially if you're someone who was married to this person or had a long-term connection with them. They literally got in between y'all to create some type of stagnancy. So this is a light bulb moment for your person. They have spiritually awakened to the fact that the decisions they made have led them to the point where they're at in the relationship with you. And for a lot of you, that's the end. So sudden realization, feeling inspired, insightful awareness. Now, because your person's come to the realization that this may be the end of your connection, they're also coming to the realization that they can always try to give things another chance by coming in with a love offer. But they know it's going to take complete transparency from them. It's going to take complete honesty. And most importantly, it's going to take them owning up to what they did. Because I feel as though for some of you, you could have questioned whether this person was being loyal to you, or whether they were, being honest with you about things that aren't even to do with love, just their life in general. And you knew this person wasn't, and they knew that they weren't, but they weren't willing to be honest with you. So that's the biggest realization your person has had in the last couple of days or weeks, is that through this separation, they know that it's their turn to make amends. And that the only way that there's a possibility you may re-enter their life or give them another opportunity is if they are completely transparent with the decisions they made surrounding the ending of your relationship, or even the middle or during your connection. Now, as well, at the time being, your person could have convinced themselves that what they were choosing was the right path for them. And they've come to this sudden realization that all the people that could have been around them in the moment when they were choosing to walk away from you, or even if anyone gave them advice to walk away from you, those people aren't truly there for them. They were there when times were fun. They were there when times were easy for your person. So for example, your person could have been going through a lot of celebrating, a lot of social gatherings, going out, and then all of a sudden, right, winter was just passed. So winter, things started to slow down. People start to spend more time inside or focus on career. And your person could have realized a lot of the people that they once celebrated over walking away from you with, weren't there. They weren't there at all. They just wanted to break up a happy home. And it's a shame because I feel as though for some of you, you could have ran into this person over the summer while they were out celebrating with others who purposely tried to end your connection. And they've come to realize that in those moments, especially if you did see this person, for example, at a mutual friend's event, wedding, gathering, work event, or even just out and about, your person had an opportunity to come towards you then and make things right, and they never did. They ran away from the idea of being honest to you and also choosing you. And that could have been the moment where something inside of you, collective, was the moment where you chose to decide to choose yourself. So this could be a relationship that's ended more than a year's time even. That won't resonate for all, but for some of you, it could be that it's been a separation. And you could have literally had the chance to speak to this person and they chose to run away from you. And you could have realized in those moments, you know, that if your person wasn't there for you the way that you always were for them, what would make you the person to have to connect again? So it says, I miss the sound of your voice. So your person is realizing they miss having conversations with you. They miss being able to call you up and hear that beautiful voice of yours, okay? Feminine or masculine, however you resonate. And this person knows that what they need to do is give you some type of new trustful beginning. It says, trust me like I trust you fully. So your person always trusted you, and they know that at this moment in time, you do not have trust for them based on the decisions they made. And that could be a hard thing to swallow, right? Realizing that somewhere along your relationship, collective, your person knows that they had the opportunity to be honest with you, forthcoming with you, and to choose you, and they did none of those things. They purposely pushed you away in order to achieve some type of success. Now as well, this could have even been to do with a social standing. For example, for some of you, this person literally chose, like I said, a group of people who could have, you know, influenced them to want to be single or to want to continue to work on their career, not choose you in a relationship. And now they're starting to realize that those people did not know your connection the way that the two of you did. And that's why I always say is so important. Don't include everyone up in your business, right? Especially if it's a newer connection or you know people have purposely tried to sabotage it in the past. It's extremely important to literally stay private about your relationship or your relationship issues, to not allow other people to try and interfere with your connection. So you taste so damn sweet is here. Your person wants you to know that they miss kissing you, they miss being intimate with you, and more so than that, they miss just being able to, you know, hold you, okay? So especially if you're dealing with the masculine, this person really loved the smell of you, the smell of your hair, the smell of your lips, the taste of you, and it really has them kind of upset. So as well, they could have been dating other people since you and realizing they don't taste as damn sweet as you do, collective. So final message here, it says, I just want to see you happy even if it's not with me. This is the biggest thing. If they do approach you, they may end up saying in the conversation is that this person knows that to love you and to have lost you is better than to never had the chance to love you at all. But ultimately, it's their realization that the way that they chose some type of monetary gain or success socially in their career over you made them lose one of the best loves of their life. And that was part of their spiritual awakening. So you could have really went through a lot of, you know, moments of feeling stress and pain throughout this entire situation, but know that you awoke in this person to never treat someone less than again. So it says, you are incredible to me. No one has ever captured my attention like you. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day and God bless. Bye.